In May of this year, a man in Fiji had to decide whether to fly to Virginia for his son's wedding or not. He didn't go. He was almost certainly right not to. The FBI was looking for him, and the wedding is exactly where they'd expect a father to show up. Here's the part I can't get past. 3 years earlier, he had bought the same son a house. He paid for it with money he took from thousands of people who thought they were investing with him. He bought the kid a house with stolen money, and then he couldn't watch him get married. His name is Edward Zimbardi. He's 59 from Flowery Branch, Georgia, and prosecutors say he took $165 million from thousands of investors. He was deported from Fiji 8 days ago. All of this is the Justice Department's own filing. And I want to use it to explain one thing about Ponzi schemes that almost nobody gets right. The reason smart people keep walking into them. It's called the crypto program. It ran from June 2022 to August 2023. It was sold through videos and websites. You weren't buying the crypto exactly. You were buying what they called an advertising package. And the advertising packages carried a guaranteed 25% monthly return. Guaranteed monthly. Now, I want to be careful here because you'll hear people say that any guaranteed return is a scam, and that's not absolutely true. A bank CD carries a guaranteed rate of return. A treasury bond guarantees you a return, and those are real and trusted and legitimate things. Here's the actual rule. Guaranteed returns are always small and always backed by something you can name. Your CD is a guarantee by the bank and insured by the FDIC up to $250,000. A treasury is backed by the U.S. government, and that is exactly why they pay 4 or 5% instead of 25 a month. Because somebody real is absorbing the risk, and absorbing risk costs money. So the warning sign isn't the word guarantee. It's guaranteed sitting next to a big number. The higher the promise, the more expensive it is to guarantee. And past a few percent, nobody can afford to, except somebody who is never planning to pay out of the real returns. And the monthly framing is a choice too. Real finance quotes you annual rates, APR and APY, largely because regulators make them, so you can compare one thing to another. Quoting a monthly number isn't illegal. It's just the only reason to do it is that 25% sounds ambitious and 1,300%, which is that return annually, is insane. Same number, always annualize it. 25% a month doesn't sound insane. It sounds ambitious. That's the trick. It's pitched just under the threshold of where your alarm goes off. So do it out loud. 25% a month, compounding for 12 months, $1,000 becomes $14,500. That's 1,350% annual return. And that is crazy town. Let's compare that. Warren Buffett has averaged somewhere around 20% a year for 60 years. And that record has made him one of the richest men who has ever lived. Zimbardi was offering 25% a month. Whenever a number is quoted to you monthly, multiply it out. That's the whole defense, and it takes 10 seconds. Now, here's the question everyone asks. How does anyone fall for that? And the answer is the thing I actually want you to take away. Early investors got paid. That's not a detail. That is the machine. Prosecutors say he paid early investors with money from newer ones. So the first people in genuinely received their 25%. It landed. It was real money, and they have the receipts to prove it. And then they told their friends. So when someone comes to you and says, I know it sounds crazy, but I've been in 6 months and I've been paid every single time, they are not lying to you. They're not in on it. They got paid exactly as promised, and they're telling you the truth as they know it. They're just early. In a Ponzi scheme, the testimonials are real. That's precisely why it spreads. The proof that it works is the fraud. So where did the $165 million go? Not into crypto. Over $34 million was lost in risky foreign currency trades. At least $10 million went on himself. The filing lists luxury vehicles and alimony payments. and a house for his son. Think about what that house is. It's a father doing the thing fathers want to do: set his kid up, take the worry away, and every dollar of it came out of people who'd been promised 25% a month. A Ponzi only survives while new money comes in faster than old money asks to leave. It's arithmetic, not luck. Every single one ends the same way. August 2023, the crypto program collapses. Thousands of people find out at the same moment that the returns they'd been shown were other people's deposits. Zimbardi leaves the country. Quick thing, because it's the reason that I make these. Guaranteed returns and monthly percentages are 2 of the 12 red flag warnings that I keep coming back to, and I've put all 12 in a free one-page checklist. It's the first link in the description of this video. 2 minutes to read, and it's the thing I'd want in front of someone that I cared about. Okay, back to the story, because the next 3 years are genuinely strange. He travels, Hawaii for a while, then further. July of 2025, he learns the FBI is investigating him, and he settles in Fiji, stays there for more than a year. Think about what that life is. You're not in prison, but you can't go home, you can't attend anything, you can't be anywhere because your name is on a list. May of 2026, his son gets married in Virginia. Zimbardi doesn't go. Prosecutors say he canceled because he expected the FBI to be there. He was probably right. So picture the math he's doing in Fiji. He knows what it means if he doesn't show up. He knows that what his son will think, and he decides that being free is worth more than being there. He bought that kid a house, and when it came to the one day you'd actually want to be standing next to him, he stayed 9,000 miles away. The house was the fraud. The wedding was the price. July 8th, 2026. He's charged in the Northern District of Georgia. 12 counts of wire fraud, 12 counts of money laundering, 1 count of money laundering conspiracy, 25 counts. August 14th, 2026. Fijian authorities deport him, working with the FBI and the State Department. He's back in the United States, in custody, awaiting trial. It bought him 3 years. So here's what I want you to keep from this. The next time someone tells you about an opportunity, you're going to hear the sentence, I've been in it for months and I've been paid every time. Maybe from a friend, maybe from your brother-in-law, maybe from someone whose judgment you've trusted your entire life. They will not be lying to you. That's the part that people get wrong. They will have been paid. They'll have the screenshot. Again, they'll have the receipts. They will be telling you the truth, and it will mean nothing at all, because in a Ponzi scheme, getting paid is not evidence that it works. Getting paid is evidence that somebody joined after you. So don't argue with that testimonial. You'll lose, because the testimonial is true. Ask the only question that matters instead. Where does the return actually come from? Not what it is. Where does it come from? What has to happen in the real world for that money to exist? If the answer is more people join, you already have your answer. 25% a month, 1,300% a year, $165 million, thousands of people, and a father who bought his son a house and then couldn't go to the wedding. Checklists in the description. See you next time.